people, and welcome back to what I hope is going to be a very fun night. The last painting we did, Winds of Change, was a really pretty 36 by 36 wandering straight pour with the modular split cup, and it turned out beautiful. And as I was pouring the last pour, as I moved the cup off, it left this like little tail that I said, no big deal, I'll tilt it off later. But that part didn't get tilted off, and it kind of irritated me throughout most of the tilting. But then at the end, after it had been kind of stretched out, it actually looked really cool. So I've been thinking about that concept of a ribbon and stretching it out for the last few days, and I think I've figured out one way to make it work. So that's what we're going to be playing with tonight. We're going to be doing 36 by 36 again, and we're going to be doing 3 flip cups on here and some of those ribbons, I hope. So hopefully this is going to turn out cool. So I have a plethora of colors. This is a 36 by 36. I've taped and pinned the back, and I've painted my sides and edges. You might want to move your phone, darling. Scoot that over so I can show you my colors. Okay, let's look at our colors. The first one we're using, most of these are leftovers. There's 1 or 2 that are newly mixed up, but I've been trying to be better about using up my leftovers so they don't sit there and drive me nuts. This is our Payne's Gray from Golden. Beautiful color, nice and deep, creates amazing depth and shadows in your work. And I'm very excited to have this one. So that's the Payne's Gray. This one is Amsterdam Permanent Blue Violet, which I love. I love how deep this is. Purple is actually one of my favorite colors, and I love how rich this one is. Just gorgeous stuff. The pouring medium I'm using tonight is my Golden's Heavy Gel Gloss and Floetrol pouring medium. I do have a video on how to mix that up. I will link it for you so you guys can see. This one is our Prussian Blue from Golden. Looks a little bit light right now because I've added a little bit more Floetrol to it. When I say I'm using leftovers, usually if I have half a cup left, I'll pour a little bit more pouring medium in there and some more Floetrol. So that's why it's looking a little paler than normal, but it's going to dry beautifully. I love Prussian Blue. That's another one of my favorites. This one...
Oi!
This is my... What?
So bright.
This is my Pebeo Iridescent Violet Blue, and I love this. I love what it does when it's dry, because it does that amazing magic trick where it shifts from a violet to a blue, and then just in regular light it looks kind of pink, but it's very cool, and it works beautifully with the purple and the blue. So I'm very excited to use this one. Okay, and we have some Chromacryl white, which is rapidly becoming one of my new favorites. I love what it does in terms of puffing up and making that very poofy, ethereal, cloudy look. So very cool stuff. Chromacryl white.
Didn't you used to use satin enamels for that?
Yeah, I used to use the satin enamels a lot, but this is more bang for your buck because I get this whole big half-gallon bottle for $30 versus $10 for 8 ounces. So, you know.
Yeah.
And it's also super thick in here, so you're getting pretty much like a gallon by the time you thin it out. So that's awesome. Really like the Chromacryl. You can get that at Blick. You can also find it on Amazon. This one is a leftover. This is Liquitex, what is it? Turquoise Blue. Very pretty color. A lighter turquoise, but gorgeous. So excited about that. And then we're using the rest of my problem child Iridescent Silver from Pebeo. And it's a very pretty color. And I think I liked what I did with it last time, where Kelly from Thrill Art had suggested stacking it with the Prussian and the Paynes. It turned out really pretty in that painting. So didn't want to mix up more gold, so we're using our silver. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be fun. So we are going to layer 3 cups, because that size canvas needs about 46 ounces of paint. To figure out how much paint approximately you need, multiply length times width, and then divide by 28. So for this one, it's 36 times 36, something like 1200 and something 78 divided by 28 give me about 45 ounces. So 46 ounces. 3 of these are 16-ounce cups. So we're right there, around 46 ounces. And whatever leftovers we have, we're going to be using as a flow extender. I also have another cup of white there, and some drips also if we need them. Okay, so let's layer these. I don't want to layer them all exactly the same. So this is going to be interesting. We're going to start with a little bit of silver, and probably 2 of them. And we're going to layer these just not dirty, we're just going to layer them on the side. And let's come in with some Prussian. And then we'll put a little bit of our permanent blue violet in there.
Third cup saying, don't forget about me.
Oh, I won't. I'm going to put a little bit of our white. And we're going to use this iridescent violet blue. Okay. Let's put some Paynes on there. More silver. Some of that light turquoise. Go back to our Prussian again. I want to use the red or the blue violet again because I definitely want to make sure this shows up in the cups. I'm actually going to put some of this in the bottom of this one. Okay. Let's put a little bit more white on there. And with a little bit of the blue violet. Yes, I know they're very full. Okay, let's move those 2 over and we'll do this one now.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I know you. I know what you are.
I don't like this cat. She reads minds.
Okay, we're going to put some of our blue violet on there. And a little bit of white. A little bit of silver. A little bit of Prussian. Let's put another layer of this in right now. White. Put some Paynes in there. Some turquoise. Silver. And let's end this one with some Prussian. Okay. Okay. I'm going to flip these out one at a time. I'm not going to put them all down at the same time. The last time I did that, I didn't really like it. It felt very smushed together. So we're going to do them one at a time. I'm going to pour a puddle of the Payne's Gray. And we're going to flip this one into there. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Yes, my love.
Go. Ooh, ooh, that's cool already. All right. Just give it a second. Some magic taps. All right, ready, darling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're just gonna pick it up. I'm not gonna lip it right now at all. So we're just gonna lift it straight up and off. Okay, that's really pretty. I really like that. Okay, so again, we're gonna pour a puddle of Prussian. And I'm gonna use the one that's not the same as the other 2 over here. Ready, darling?
Yes, my love.
Here we go. Okay. Give that a second. Ooh, look at the little cells popping up. Cute. All right. Ready, darling?
Yep.
Here we go. Okay. That's cool. And for the last one, we're going to go right here. Okay. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Yes, my love.
Here we go. Okay. I love those cells. That's so pretty. Okay, here we go. Ready, Hank?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. All right, let's get these out of the way.
That's cool. You got a planetoid on that one.
Oh. Messed up. Okay. So, what I want to do is I'm just going to use what's in the bottom of the cup. I'm going to put a little bit of white in it. Just dirty. And maybe just a shot of silver too. Okay. So I want very thin ribbons that we're going to stretch out a lot to go through some of the more solid sections. So I'm going to pour this from up high and probably pretty quickly. That just looks like plain white. Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's take some of our white and go around this as a flow extender. There's also, as we sit here talking, you're giving the cells and that all three of the pores time to percolate a little bit and let any cells come up. What's happening in there is the specific gravity of each different color is figuring out where it wants to be, and cells are rising to the surface. So this is actually pretty cool what happened with that ribbon, because it's the Chromacryl white in there and some silver. That's pretty neat, and it's poofing up and stretching out. So this is awesome. Let's give it a torch. The reason that we torch things, because a lot of people are like, well, so what if there's bubbles? They just turn into cells. Well, if you have an actual air bubble in there and you're tilting, it could actually disrupt the regular paint around it and leave marks that you don't want. So I love that with all those cells, because I want to really keep this part intact. So I think we're going to go off this side and this side first.
You know the airstrikes go by.
Okay. Let's see. So now, because we tilted out all these cups next to each other, we have one puddle moving instead of three, which is good. That makes life a lot easier. See, even though we put down a base coat, it's still kind of rolling over itself over there. That's okay. We're gonna go off this edge. We're gonna bring it back to middle. I'm gonna walk this down to that corner over there. Take this down. Keep the cells. We'll get more cells. Nice and easy. Too fast. I'm gonna put a little bit more paint. Color we've left. A little bit more over here, so that it moves easy. Okay. squeezy. Let's take this back to the middle. When we get to the center, we're going to move that little bit off to the side. So we're lining up the weight of the paint to push off what we don't want. So there, bye. Bye. Okay. Take this back to the middle again. And then we're going to look at it. There's kind of a lot of paint over here, so we're going to take some off the bottom. You think we have enough cells? This is the cool thing about flip cups that I love. Almost guaranteed you're going to get cells. So this is actually looking pretty cool.
I really like those.
Yeah, I would say it's a fair bet most people who paint like cells. Really cool stuff happening in here though. I really like the colors. I'm glad I added that light turquoise the last minute. I didn't think I was going to, but I like what it's doing in here.
Cells are pretty unique to fluid art. Like there's no other way to paint it. Like you couldn't hand paint this with a brush.
Probably not. You might be able to, it would just take a really long time.
Nah, I think it's really, really cool.
Okay. And she did not hurt this corner at all.
Cell-tastic.
This is looking pretty awesome. I'm really happy with all of the cells, and I love how you can see all of the different colors that are in there. I love the permanent violet dark. Really, really pretty next to the Prussian blue and the Paynes. The turquoise is giving us some additional pop. We have a lot of that Pebeo iridescent red violet or violet blue. Iridescent violet blue, that's what it is. The pink color that's coming through, and when that dries, it's going to do that magic trick where it shifts. The cell structure is really, really beautiful. I'm a little bit tempted to tilt off some of this on the edge, but that would distort the shape of our cells, so we're not going to do that. We're going to leave this just like this, and I will show you guys when it is dry. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I hope you enjoyed my experiment, and you know, if you do, please give me a like if you like the video, and if you can, please share the videos, because that's the best way to help us grow our channels organically, putting more sets of eyeballs on our videos. So thank you so much for hanging out. We'll be right back with dried results, and I'll show you the dried results for Winds of Change, because it's amazing. Algae is just gorgeous in there. Didn't do what I expected, but it did something really amazing. So we'll be right back. Cool. This is really pretty. I love these like multicolored cells that are in here.
Where?
Like all in here. Really, really pretty. Beautiful cell structure. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Like all of this. Really cool. Like silver in there in the back. Neat. I love this like two-tone sort of Anita. Not two-tone, four-tone. Cool. Okay. Here's Teddy. He wants to say hi. Hi, baby. How are you? You're getting very red. So we're gonna talk about our dried results for Winds of Change. This was the 36 by 36 Wandering Straight Pour we did with Fiona's amazing modular split cup from Fluid Art Co. This one turned out really pretty. This is the one that we used algae. I love these colors in here. Hope you guys can see all that beautiful detail where the fingerlings stretched out and gave us that beautiful swoop and all of these amazing lines. Here is that ribbon, the mistake line that actually inspired today's pour, which came out really, really cool. So the algae is this very pale turquoisey sort of color that's in there. And I was sort of expecting that to be shimmering and blinging, but that's not what's happened here. What has happened here is we have some areas like this where the algae's combined and is giving us this amazing bling that is just so cool. And it's all throughout the, I hope you guys can see it like right in there, and that's really, really neat. And all up in here, almost looks like peacocky over there. Very cool stuff. And in here, this little section right there, so cute. The algae is an amazing color. Really, really beautiful stuff. Love this right here. So where it blended, it gave us this gorgeous iridescence and metallic sparkle, which is really, really cool. So I really like this one. HOA said it looks like the flux capacitor. Okay, so the one from today is not dry, but I will take you into the yurt and show you it right now. Hang on. Okay, so here is the one that we shot that you guys saw today. Not dry yet. Sorry about the reflection from the ceiling. But as you can see, if anything, it's gotten more cells. It is drying, but it's not quite there yet. But very, very cool stuff. So I will show you this one in the next video. Sorry, the big ones take a little bit longer to dry sometimes, you know. Not much you can do about it. I do have a little heater in here. It's keeping it nice and toasty. But this one is awesome. So there we go. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Let's go back outside. It's really hot in here. Okay, we're back outside with Teddy Bear. Hi, baby. Who's your good doggy? Who's your good baby? And there's our winds of change pour. So this was awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today, and I will see you guys on Wednesday with the dried results of today's pour. Have a great week. Bye-bye.